out South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers. Look at some of his best throws from the game against Oklahoma. I'll go ahead and play it, and then we'll go back and break it down. But look at some of the best throws of the game against Oklahoma. Let me move myself. Well, they were able to have a blowout win, and Sellers was able to do some really nice things yesterday against Oklahoma. So let's talk about his performance real quick, and then let's go back and we'll kind of break down some of these clips that we have to watch. So I thought we saw some nice throws. I thought we saw some continued development just before our eyes. That definitely helps, and the defense gets you basically a 21-0 lead with like 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. But he still made nice throws. He still did enough to keep OU's offense from catching up to being potentially in the game, if that makes sense, right? So let's go ahead back to the beginning and watch some of these throws and break it down, because I think we're seeing him be more comfortable pushing the ball downfield. I think we're seeing him be more comfortable sitting that intermediate type throws than just like dinking and dunking and using his legs. Now, he did use his legs. He's able to buy time. He's able to scramble when the play breaks down. You want him to do that. That's what can potentially make him special. But we're seeing some nice pocket throws as well, and we're seeing him take shots downfield. He was 3 or 4 where the ball was thrown 20 yards or more in the air. You love to see that. He did well off play action. Here's a play action here. He was 6 of 7 off play action for 93 yards, a touchdown, which is going to be this play, and 13.3 yards per attempt. So a lot of his deep throws are off play action. So let's go ahead and watch this here. This is before the first half is over. There's 2 minutes left. Has a little play action throw. I like this design here. Use his legs. They have to watch him. They're watching him. And then the receiver's able to come open, hits his guy for a nice, easy touchdown. And hey, real quick, this is broadcast footage, so I do apologize. We got to slow it down a little bit. But hopefully it does a good enough job to get the point across. That ends up being a touchdown, and there is no shot Oklahoma was going to be able to reach that goal. But good touchdown before the half. Here's my second favorite throw of the game. This actually may be my first favorite throw of the game. I just want to show that touchdown. This is let me move myself. 2nd and 9 here. You're going to see Sellers stay in the pocket. He takes a hit and delivers a really nice throw on pretty good coverage here. So we're going to see OU brings 5. They bring pressure. He stays in the pocket. His eyes remain downfield. Again, it's off play action, something that he's more comfortable throwing. Off play action. Pressure comes, takes a hit right here, and delivers a really nice ball. We'll go ahead and watch it one more time. But delivers a really nice ball. Well, that's not 20 yards in the air. It's 19, right? So he was basically 4 or 5 of those type of throws, even though he was 3 or 4. But delivers a really nice ball before the sideline. The receiver is able to get upfield for a little bit more. But I really like him standing in the pocket and taking a shot here. A lot of times for quarterbacks that like to use their legs, they would start scrambling. They would start putting their eyes downfield, looking at the rush. But this is where I think we are seeing Sellers develop more and more. Takes his shot, delivers a good ball. Ends up being a first down. And this is the first drive in the second half. Now, they don't end up getting points here, unfortunately. They weren't able to finish. But it was a good start nonetheless. All right, so we'll go back in the first quarter. This is a 3rd and 5. This is going to be this is like his first, maybe his first completion, his first big throw at least of the game. They're already up 21-0. It's like halfway through the first quarter. It's a 3rd and 5. You like seeing conversion on 3rd and 5. You're going to see him hit a whole shot here, which is nice to see. This receiver coming here. So if I can pause it, I'll go ahead and let it go. But right as the receiver is crossing, if I can go back a second, right as the receiver is crossing this backer here, that's what Sellers is reading. Sellers sees that the backer goes to here. He had his eyes on the backer. Then he moves his eyes to the whole shot here, and he starts to throw right now before he's even crossed the backer. I think it's a really good throw. I think it's an example of him getting more comfortable in the offense. It also helps when you're up 21-0 and your defense spots you all that, right? Now, I know the offense had to score one of those touchdowns, but they still were put in a good position. So that always does help. It helps when you have a solid defense like South Carolina has. Okay, here's a 1st and 10. And we're going to see Sellers here. So, again, another play action. Again, he was 6 of 7 off of play action. Here, we're going to see another play action throw from the pocket. Good feel in the pocket, good protection, delivers a strike downfield. This was before that touchdown throw that we saw at the beginning of the video. This is a few plays before, right? So again, play action, you're comfortable at play action. This is a good example of that intermediate type throws that we talked about him throwing more of. And the threat of Sellers running the ball gets guys out of position. Good job there by Sellers. Again, I was happy with Sellers' game yesterday. It wasn't like he was on fire or lights out. There was still some like head scratching type stuff, but I thought he played pretty well and did. I mean, you won whatever the final score was. You were up by $1 billion, right? All right, now here's a really nice throw by Sellers. This is an example of just Sellers being Sellers. Pressure comes in, he's able to scramble. You don't want to take this part of the game away from Sellers. Like, you want him to get comfortable in the pocket. You want him to deliver the ball downfield, go through his reads. But when stuff happens like this is awesome. Like, you don't want to coach this out of him, which I don't think they're doing, obviously. Really nice throw by Sellers on the run. Doesn't get hit. Delivers an accurate ball on the run. Again, he has to escape this pressure. Let's go through one more time. He has to escape this pressure, bounce out, and throw a nice ball on the run. Again, really nice throws yesterday. South Carolina fans, let me know, what was your favorite throw? Let me know in the comments below. We'll have maybe 2-3 more throws here. But I thought this was a really nice throw on the run, boundary side. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, nice throw. What do we have next here? Again, we got maybe 2 or 3 more clips. Okay, 3rd and 8. So this was right after OU scored, left hash, right side of the field. Ends up being a first down. I forgot what happened on this drive, but it kept the drive alive to keep the clock going down. This was, I believe, the first drive for South Carolina after OU scored that touchdown to potentially try to get in the game. They're not in the game yet, but if OU would have scored again, then they are potentially have a shot to get back in the game. So this was a nice throw on 3rd and 8 to keep the foot on the pedal, if you will, and keep the momentum in your favor here. This last clip we're going to watch, this was the after the first turnover for Oklahoma, and this was just a big run for our Sellers, which eventually led to a touchdown here. Yeah, so this was a big run from Sellers. So always nice seeing these type of plays as well. But again, we saw some nice throws from Sellers. He did more than enough to keep OU from getting close enough to being, quote-unquote, back in the game. We saw some big plays off of play action, 6 of 7, 93 yards, a touchdown, yards per attempt for 13.3. So he's definitely comfortable off of play action, taking some shots, throwing it more at that intermediate to deep throw range. We also saw some deeper balls, right? 3 completions of the ball was throwing 20 yards or more in the air. I don't have his other numbers in front of me, but that may be the most deep balls he's completed in a game. Maybe Kentucky, he had a bit more. I can't remember exactly. I'll go ahead and watch a few more clips. Maybe one of y'all remember. Y'all can let me know. But overall, I thought it was a good game from Sellers. Did more than enough. I like the progression, like that you've seen him more comfortable in the offense. But South Carolina fans, I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts of Sellers in the comments below. 1, what did you like from Sellers yesterday? Again, we're just a quarterback hub, so we're only talking about Sellers. There's obviously other parts of the game that y'all like. But 1, let me know what you like from Sellers. And 2, let me know the other areas that you want to see him continue to improve on, continue to develop. Because we're just showing the good stuff here. We're just showing the best plays here. We're not showing the other plays that he needs to improve on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're just a big SEC quarterback hub, so we put a lot of SEC QB content out. So if you like that type of niche content, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow. Thanks for following us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.